Okay, good day to all science students. In this video lesson, we are now going to tackle the patterns of inheritance. So, dominant and recessive traits. So, at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to, number 1, explain how traits are passed from parents to offspring through dominant and recessive genes. Show appreciation for genetic diversity by respecting physical and hereditary differences among classmates and predict the possible traits of offspring using Punnett squares. Let us try answering first these questions. Okay, magiging guide nyo po ito sa natin sa topic na ito. So the unit of heredity made of DNA. Number 1, the unit of heredity made of DNA. The answer is gene. A different form of the same gene. Okay, that is allele. Trait that shows even with just one allele. Okay, that is dominant. Trait that appears only with 2 alleles. So this is recessive. Mamaya malalaman nyo po yung pagkakaiba niyang dominant and recessive traits. The physical trait that is visible, yung nakikita mismo natin sa itsura ng tao, ng hayop, or ng anuman na organism. That is phenotype. Kung ano yung itsura, maputi, phenotype yun. So next, the genetic makeup. That is genotype. Chart used to predict offspring traits. That is Punnett square. Trait where earlobes hang freely. That is free earlobes. 2 same alleles. For example, homozygous dominant of B and homozygous recessive B. That is homozygous. 2 different alleles. That is heterozygous. Okay, have you ever looked in the mirror? Nagtataka ba kayo minsan pagtingin nyo sa itsura nyo, natatanong ninyo, ang mata ko kagaya ng sa aking nanay, but yung buhok ko is sa aking tatay naman, o kaya naman vice versa. Or wondered why you can roll your tongue but your siblings cannot. So genes are units of heredity made up of DNA. Unit of heredity. So alleles are different versions of a gene. A dominant allele masks the effect of a recessive allele. Dominant traits only need 1 copy of the gene to appear, while recessive traits need 2 to appear. Okay, halimbawa ito pong simple chart, example ito. Halimbawa yung trait is eye color. Ang dominant doon kapag capital letter B pertaining to brown. At kapag letter B naman, blue o recessive. Kapag small letter ang representation, that is recessive. Kapag capital letter, that is dominant. And yung free earlobes, kapag capital letter F is free, kapag attached, yung hindi masyadong gumagalaw yung earlobes, that is small letter F. About dimples, kapag nandyan yung dimples, capital letter D, kapag wala, is small letter D. So ipakita natin itong sample. Itong sa Punnett square with a simple example. Ang parent po dito, kung mapansinin ninyo, ang genotype ng parent 1 is small letter, capital letter B and small letter B. Same with the parent 2. Pagkapareha sila ng genotype, yung dalawang parent. So, at ang kanilang phenotype, same din kasi capital letter B, brown yung eyes nung parehas na parent. Pero mayroong recessive na blue sa genes nila, sa genetic makeup nila or sa genotype nila, represented by small letter B, which is blue. Meaning doon sa genes mismo nila is may blue silang taglay. Kahit brown sila mismo ng mata, yung parent 1 at parent 2. O halimbawa, ito sa Punnett square, isa-isahin natin yung kanilang genotype. Ang genotype ng parent 1 is B, small letter B, sa capital letter B and small letter B. Parent 2 is capital letter B and small letter B. So kapag pinag-combine natin itong dalawang B, magkakaroon sila ng offspring na dalawang B or homozygous dominant brown eyes. Kapag dito naman, magkakaroon sila ng offspring na heterozygous, na ang dominant pa rin is the brown eyes. And then dito sa baba, ganoon din, kapares itong sa second one na ito, yung combination of B, brown and blue eyes. And pwede silang magkaroon ng offspring na blue ang eyes. Kahit parehas yung parent ay brown ang eyes, pero yung genetic makeup nila or genotype nila ay may recessive, kumbaga parang may nakatago lang na genes na may blue eyes sila. So may 25% chance na magkaroon sila ng offspring na lumabas ay blue eyes. So pinakita dito dalawang recessive, nagtagpo yung dalawang recessive na blue eyes, at ma-appear yun sa phenotype, sa itsura nung offspring, dahil dalawa ang pinakita na, yung tinatawag natin na homozygous recessive. Nagkakaroon lang ng appearance ang recessive kapag dalawa na yung nag-combine, dalawang recessive. So kung isa-summarize natin, ang dito sa Punnett square, may tatlong offspring na brown ang eyes at may isang offspring na blue ang eyes. Ayan, sa genotype, dalawa yung nakulangan ito, isang homozygous dominant brown, pure na brown, at may kakaroon siya ng dalawang offspring, 50% sa out of 4 na same ng genotype ng dalawang parent, at magkakaroon siya ng offspring na 25% chance na nagkita yung dalawang recessive ng blue eyes. Kaya minsan nagtataka, pares na yung brown ang eyes pero nagkaroon ng anak na blue ang eyes. Maybe dun sa genes nila, dun sa from parents nila, mayroon silang nakatago yung recessive lang na traits ng pagiging blue eyes. So para mas maintindihan po natin ito, mag-sample pa tayo ng another. Ito, pinalaki lang po yung natin, Punnett square. Okay, sample po natin itong ano ba to? Bunga, sabi natin bunga. Yung capital letter G, yung parent 1, sabi natin ito yung parent 1. Ang genotype niya is may dominant na green at may recessive na yellow. Pero ang itsura niya, yung phenotype niya, yung appearance niya, kulay green siya. Pero sa genes niya, sa kaloob-looban niya, mayroon siyang half, 50% na recessive na kulay yellow. At yung parent 2 ay kulay pure na yellow. So sa genotype niya walang green. So kumbaga dalawang recessive na green na yellow ang ang genotype ng parent 2. So kung sa Punnett square, so pagtagpuin natin tong G, capital letter G na green saka yellow na G. So 50%, kung mapansin natin na may offspring siya na kulay green ang phenotype. Ulit ha, pag sinabing phenotype, kung ano yung itsura, phenotype. Halimbawa, kulay maputi ka, phenotype mo yun. Pero yung genotype, hindi ibig sabihin na pure kang white. Pwedeng may nakatago sa may recessive na kulay black sa color mo. O ganoon din dito. And then magkakaroon sila ng chance na 50% ulit, kasi dalawa ito, na pure na yellow ang genotype, at ganun din ang kanilang phenotype. Ulit ha, pag sinabing phenotype, kung ano yung appearance, physical appearance, phenotype. Halimbawa, ikaw ay matangos ang ilong, phenotype mo matangos ang ilong. Pero kung sa parent mo may medyo pango yung nanay or matangos yung tatay, nakuha mo yung tangos sa tatay, phenotype mo matangos. Pero sa genotype mo, within your genes, meron kang recessive na pango na nakatago, na pwedeng lumabas yun sa magiging offspring mo. And then ito, kagaya another example para mas malinaw sa atin tong Punnett square. Okay, for example, itong sa aso. So ang parent A dito, parent 1 is itong double A na capital letter. So the homozygous dominant. Nasabi natin ang representation ng A is black, at yung A na letter, small letter, is white. So itong parent 2, ang genotype niya is heterozygous ng A, dominant of black and recessive of white. Meaning, itong parent 1 is black ang kulay niya sa appearance, sa phenotype. Itong parent 2, black din ang itsura niya sa phenotype. Pero ang genotype niya may recessive na white. So tingnan natin, ayun, magkakaroon sila ng offspring na AA or homozygous dominant black. At magkakaroon din sila ng same nung parent 2 na A na dominant ang black pero recessive ang white. At magkakaroon ulit ng isa pang pure na homozygous dominant black. So meaning to say, hindi sila pwedeng magkaroon ng offspring na white. Pero magkakaroon sila ng puro black ang phenotype ng kanilang offspring. Pero yung dalawa sa anak nila ay yung 50% ay pwedeng magtataglay ng genotype na may recessive na o carrier pa rin ng white color yung kanyang genes. Pero yung appearance is black. Ano po? Sana man naintindihan natin doon sa tatlong example yung pagkakagamit nitong genotype, phenotype, and then the Punnett square. So yung parent 1, AA or homozygous na black, at yung genotype ng parent 2 is recessive yung white, dominant yung black. And then ang genotype ng 50% sa out of 4 sa Punnett square, 50% ng kanilang offspring ay pure homozygous dominant black color. At 50% ay dominant black but heterozygous, kasi hetero, magkaiba yung kanyang hindi pure, ano po. So may recessive, may nakatago lang na white color sa kanyang genes, pero yung phenotype niya, yung itsura niya is black. So phenotype nung apat na offspring, that is 4 black, lahat black ang itsura o ang phenotype ng kanilang offspring. So mag-quiz po tayo tungkol dun sa ating na-discuss. Okay, what is the basic unit of heredity? Okay, protein A, B nucleus, C gene, D enzyme. What is the answer? Ayan, gumalaw-galaw po yung sagot. Letter C. Okay, number 2. What do you call a version of a gene? A, cell, B, chromosome, C, allele, D, trait. Okay, that is allele. Okay, if an individual has one dominant and one recessive allele, their genotype is A, homozygous, B, heterozygous, purebred, mutation. Okay, hetero. What trait is more likely to be expressed? Ito yung nakikita natin na itsura. Anong tawag doon? A, recessive, B, dominant, C, both equally, D, none. Okay, that is the dominant. Which of the following is a dominant trait? Blue eyes, tongue rolling, straight hair, attached earlobes. Okay, that is tongue rolling. What represents a recessive allele? Pag sinabing recessive, yung hindi nakikita pero within the genotype, represented by small letter B. Or any small letter na nare-represent niya. Which pair represent a homozygous dominant genotype? Pag sinabi nating homo 1, dominante siya ng isa lang na sa genotype. Okay? That is double letter B. Homo. Kumbaga isa lang talaga yung parehas dominant, dalawa. Kapag hetero naman kasi po, yun yung magka-mixed. A child inherit one allele from one parent only, each parent, grandparents, siblings. Okay, that is each parent. What is the physical expression of a trait called? O, anong tawag dun sa physical expression ng trait? Yung sinabi natin kanina, kung kulay puti ka, yun yung ano mo, yung blank mo, yun yung expression mo. Anong tawag dun? Okay, genotype, phenotype, chromosome, DNA. Okay, the answer is phenotype. Okay, number 10. What are Punnett squares used for? So, okay, studying atoms, predicting inheritance of traits, measuring mass, mapping the earth. Okay, the answer is predicting inheritance of traits. This is the continuation, the day 2 of dominant and recessive traits. This is an activity, okay, with the same objective. Have you ever wondered why some people in your family have dimples while others don't? Or why you can roll your tongue but your siblings can't? Today, you will become a trait detective and discover the unique mix of traits in you and your family. So, titingnan natin yung mga pagkakaparehas ng traits in terms of appearance ng yung family members. So, the title of this activity, Trait Tracker, My Inherited Traits. Examine your own physical traits using checklist. You may ask to family members or pwede mo namang i-base na lang doon sa natatandaan natin tungkol sa itsura, sa nagagawa ng ating family members. O ito yung mga 80 traits natin na tracks. Halimbawa, dimples, kung mayroon o wala. Ayan, kung hindi pa natin alam ano ang dimples, ano ba yung dimples, yan. Nasa picture. Earlobes, kung free ba or attach yung earlobes. Ito, merong medyo ano yan, maluwag. Kapag hinawakan mo, pwede mong galaw-galawin, pero meron namang matigas, yung naka-attach. Yung tongue rolling, yan. Kaya ko pala itong gawin. And widow's peak, ano ba yung widow's peak? Yung parang patusok dito sa may buhok na yan. Yan, ito. Ang tawag yan ay widow's peak, kung meron ka ba o wala. And hitchhiker's thumb, ito, nakita natin, kayang tiklop ng paganyan, ng pa-atras. Range of motion is as far as 90 degrees. So, ito yung magiging table data sheets natin. Ayan. Ikaw, i-check mo lang yan kung may dimples ka ba. O family member mo, pag one, yung pinili mo kung sino, kung may dimples ba. Kung wala, o lagyan mo ng absent or present, ano. Or check na lang, check and X pwede naman. Yung free earlobes, may free earlobes ka ba? What about your family member 1 and 2? Ayan. Hanggang dito sa hitchhiker's thumb. And then, reflection question, which traits do you share with your family? O kayo mismo sasagot niyan. Halimbawa, mga kapatid ko may dimples, ako rin. Pwede naman sa mata, pwede nyo sabihin, gaganda ng mata ng magkakapatid. So, yun yung traits na the same with your family members. Which traits naman yung different, yung medyo iba? O tanong mo, saan mo kayo nakuha? Sa nanay o sa tatay? Yung sa kanila. Can you identify any dominant or recessive traits? Ayan. Ito po yung rubric sa pag-grades dyan. Another activity. Differentiate between genotype, allele combination, and phenotype, physical expression through examples. So, demonstrate cooperation and respect for different ideas while working collaboratively in your group, and predict the probability of offspring inheriting certain traits using Punnett squares. Okay, traits are determined by alleles, versions of a gene, one from each parent. Genotype, allele combinations, for example, capital letter D, that is the dominant, and the small letter D is the recessive. Double dominant, double recessive. Okay, phenotype, this is the observable traits. Ito yung nakikita natin. Halimbawa, may dimples or walang dimples, that is the phenotype. Dominant allele, capital, represented by capital letter D, mask recessive allele. Yung natatakpan niya. Recessive allele naman, small letter, only shows when both alleles are recessive. Kung dalawang recessive traits nagsamang dalawa recessive, makikita yung sa phenotype. For example, if both parents are heterozygous for dimples, pag sinabing heterozygous, may recessive siya na wala. So, kumbaga ay sa pinaka-genes niya, sa genotype niya, although ang itsura niya may dimple, sa genes niya is half doon recessive, meaning wala. So, pag nagtagpo yung dalawang parent na gano'n, parent 1 has a dominant and one recessive dimples, pwede silang magkaroon ng pure, pero 25% lang chance na pure, pero may 25% din na magkaroon ng offspring na walang dimples. So, nagtagpo yung dalawang recessive. So, 75% yung chance na magkaroon ng dimples yung kanilang offspring. So, build a baby trait inheritance simulation. So, yun, halos the same din nung kanina. Using Punnett squares to predict 3 to 5 possible traits for a baby. Dimples, dominant is capital letter D. D is recessive, small letter D. Tongue rolling, kapag R, capital letter R, dominant. So, kumbaga nakikita, kapag R, small letter R is recessive. And attached ear lobes, E, dominant. Small letter E is recessive. Widow's peak, capital letter W, dominant. Small letter W is recessive. And freckles, F, capital letter F, dominant. And small letter F is recessive. So, draw a baby character cartoon style with a phenotype your Punnett square predicts. Present your baby and explain the genotype and phenotype of each traits to the class. So, malinaw na po sa atin yung ulit yung genotype at phenotype ha. Kapag sinabing phenotype, yun yung appearance, yung itsura. At ang genotype, that is the genetic makeup. Ayan yung ating criteria. Rubrics.